So A7, I like this one because I think it's a challenge on multiple levels, and I like puzzles and games. This one is quite fun for us, and it's a rock paper scissors game. Okay, most of you probably know what rock paper scissors is. If not, just Google it. You'll figure it out real quick. The game should be played the user versus the computer. Okay, it's the user versus the computer. You need to use at least one function in your code, at least one custom function. I will show you multiple custom functions that we can use here. The game should go up to 3 rounds and declare the winner after the computer or the player wins 2 rounds. It could actually technically go higher than 3 rounds if there's a tie multiple times. So whoever wins two rounds first is the winner. After a winner is declared, the program should ask if the user wants to play another game. Common design pattern that we've been using now for a few assignments. So that one should be pretty solid in how that works for you. So in this game, one of the things that I think is useful to ask yourself when you're thinking about the design of the game and where to put functions is who are the players, who are the different actors in the game. Now, this is an amateur rock, paper, scissors. This is professional level rock, paper, scissors. So not only do you have one player over here and another player over here, but we have to have a judge to declare who wins and keep score, because that's professional level athletics does that. Okay, so if we think about what each actor in the game does, we can make a function that helps us with each turn of the game. Okay, so the user player, for example, when we're talking about the user, what do we need to do with the user? We need to get their guess. So I need to find out, do they choose rock, paper, or scissors? And I need to clean up their input, because if I'm saying rock, paper, or scissors, maybe they type all capitals, maybe they type lowercase, maybe they type R, P, or S, uppercase or lowercase. There's a variety of different things that they could type. So I want to clean up their input and get their guess into a format that I can do something with. The computer player doesn't really have input. All they need to do is select rock, paper, or scissors randomly. Okay, so I'm going to use a list, and I'm going to use the same. We use this with some of the turtle stuff that we've been doing, where we have a list of colors and the turtle randomly selects a color from that list. We're going to use that same thing, and we're going to select rock, paper, or scissors and send that. Okay, so the user player does this, the computer player does that. They send their chosen hand gesture to the judge, and the judge says, okay, given this input and this input, like you chose rock and you chose paper, who wins? Paper. There you go. I see we've got some players in here. Okay, so paper wins. Paper covers rock. So depending on the different combination of things, the judge has to say either the user wins that round and gets a point, or the computer player gets a point. And that the judge returns who won. Okay? Now, we could have a scorekeeper or whatever, but we could just have it commonly acknowledged that whoever wins 2 points first is the winner. So that helps. Here's the other thing, right? If the user chooses rock, the computer can choose rock, paper, or scissors, right? If the user chooses paper, the computer can choose rock, paper, or scissors. If the user chooses scissors, the computer chooses one of these. And each one, there's a different outcome, right? If both of them choose rock, it's a tie. If the computer chooses paper, the computer wins. If the computer chooses scissors, then the user wins. And for every one of those three, there's a different outcome depending on what the computer chooses. So we have to build a logic structure so that the judge can say, if you choose this and they chose that, who wins? So there's some if statements going to be involved. So